YouTube, and welcome to match day 1 of the Nut Bowl League. It's my own league, which we set up. It's a bit more newer player friendly. So one of the things I will be doing is some replay analysis. So if anyone is interested in that, wants to see it on YouTube, do let me know below. I can cut those up and put those on here as well. But anyone who basically asks and says, what would you do better? Well, on stream, I'm going to watch their games back and we'll talk through for things. Try and help everyone, basically. Because of that, I'm using this opportunity to take Nobility off the box, off my list of teams to do. This is... I know Dimmy would disagree with my choice here. Dimmy believes in starting with 2 blitzers and 3 bodyguards. I prefer the bodyguards to start with, because I think it's easier to scale up the blitzers later. Third dwarf matchup in a row, just shoot you. Welcome to the ladder, unfortunately. So yeah, it's this is why I like it, because you get a bit more money because the blitzers are cheaper, and it means you get more money to replace the many nobility players that will die. We're playing against Electrics Man, who's been a long time viewer, and gone for the nice build of 2 war dancers and all the linos, 2 rerolls, and some money to get some fans to get some money later. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm going to hit this other team. We've got some other good players here. J-Lev's playing Goblins, poor guy. But I mean, J-Lev's knows what he's doing. We've got Festung in there as well. Ajax of Riot. It's pretty fun. This is one of 5 leagues. Top 2 and then the 6 best runners up make the playoffs, and then we'll work from there. This is one of 2 leagues I'll be running. The other one will be announced later. Oh no, I guess we can talk about it now. The other one will be KNBBL, which is going to be the sister league of KBBBL, which you probably saw I put a run on YouTube last year for the Lizardmen. And then the winners of those 2 will play each other in the final. But KNBBL, the main difference being, will be European based, whereas KBBL is more North American based. So it's just easier for the time zones for people. Right, I'm going to hit start whenever Electric Man is ready. No rush, no pressure, Electric Man. Your dog can do his business. Yeah, arena's a little bit more varied, mostly because dwarfs suck in NAF. Well, they don't suck, but they are less good in NAF. Whereas they're pretty good in obviously on the ladder, because it's like this is a bold statement. It's like the guy who made the leveling system for BB 2020 was a dwarf coach or something. I made a leveling system which benefited teams that get strength access. That's fair enough. One of the great things is, though, is it's there for everyone. You know, you've got the options for everyone now. I don't particularly like playing 100 games with a team, but I've got on the ladder I can do a sprint, which is only 20 games, and then I get arena, which I do enjoy as well. Also worse this season because there's ties. Yeah, that really hurt. The overtime did help them a bit, and also the benefits to the lower tier teams I think hurts them as well, because there's some really rough matchups with dwarfs down there. Yeah, no rush, Electric Man. No rush at all. Yeah, I mean, oh no, dwarfs get nerfed. Oh, what a shame. I do not hide it. I do not like dwarfs. Took a chainsaw inducement. Yeah, not bad against dwarfs. The human chainsaw is actually so our player is actually better than I thought he was. Oh, don't foul with him. Just punch him. If you foul them, they're already on the ground. If you punch them, they fall over. It's better for you from a positioning point of view, in my opinion. You know, I used to get really confused in Blood Bowl 2. I never realised they were using the same model for all the chainsaws of the Goblin. So when I was playing as Undead and I induced the chainsaw, I could not work out why it regenerated. They changed obviously in this edition. You have the human chainsaw, and there's a couple of extra ones. Use it. We need 10k armor, yeah, so no inducements, unfortunately. We are going to punch first, because of course we're going to punch first. Both of us have 2 rerolls. Both of us have no Apo. I would say I would feel far more comfortable being the Woodies here, personally. The only thing that scares me is the lack of dodge. But that's why you do everything first with the war dancers, then you worry about the linemen. Good luck, have fun, Electric Man. Well, not too good luck, obviously. But you are undefeated in this competition so far. So you don't need the good luck, really. Yeah, well, the war dancers alone can single-handedly win this game. Oh, interesting on for the... What's that? Where's the body? There it is. Push. No, it isn't quite. Oh, no, no, okay. Push to there, push to there. Just need another Lino to go and tag him out. I'd say Electric Man, I wouldn't have the 2 elves on the flanks. I think you give me a few extra hits there. But I'm not going to say no to extra surf and extra punches. It's me after all. Watch this all go wrong now horribly and the war dancers run past and score a touchdown. Brilliant coaching. The Woodies get an extra reroll. That's not what we want to see. Right, we'll go for some safe blocks first before we do the surf. Just a stun. We'll come to you in a minute. Because scary. Ah, diced. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay. We got the surf. We got the surf. Uh-oh. Okay, sorry, Electric Man. This is started badly. And that is ours. At least they're both badly hurt, aren't they? Yeah, so your team's fine for the next game so far. Right, let's actually pick up the ball. Probably shouldn't do this, because if this goes wrong, I'm leaving the ball really open. But I'm also a banger. Okay. Turnover, got it. It was an accident. No worries, Electric Man. Okay, no worries, I get you. 1 and 9 in Stub Skull's first block of the game for you. Turnover. Yeah, that sounds like Blood Bowl. Unfortunately, sounds like Blood Bowl. I've just realised all the guys' names. Frightened, afraid, alarmed, horrified, timid, apprehensive, cowardly, panicked, terrified, dreadful. That's awesome. It is a 4+ dodge for a dice on the ball. Probably not taking it at this stage. There's probably also a 3+ leap for a dice on the ball, which might be better. Rest our fair points. Ooh, fails the dodge. Yeah, so you had to re-roll that. That's because brilliant coaching gave you a re-roll. You have to fail your first action. It's just the laws of Blood Bowl. We're going to blitz here then? Yep, okay. Makes sense. Pick on the lineman. They're the easiest ones to kill. Try and get a player back. Secret Mighty Blow didn't work. I love War Dancers. They're a hell of a drug. Okie can't start. Let's need to try and get this ball safe. Should have put him there. And he could have got the second punch rather than a lino. Oh wow, okay, double skulls. Okay. Gets a removal. That guy's in a really annoying square. Should move the other guy over first. We will wrestle just to... Should have moved him here to protect the back end. Because we've got to rely on the ogre punching. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Perfect opportunity for a quad skull. Yeah, if there'd been a quad skull, I would have been in a bit of trouble. That is for sure. One thing I should say, you may want to, like, the blitzing was fine, but I think you may want to try and get the war dancers behind the line. I know they're your blodge pieces, but if these guys die, you're going to be quite sad. It's like... Fails the dodge. Okay, down to one reroll. Lighting the camera a little bit. How? We will stand. We will fend. Not stand firm. Wrong player. Ooh. Well, we have got to wrestle. They could let this go and hope that we are going to wrestle. It's the last act. Well, it's still got the war dancer. But we're... Yeah, we're going to wrestle. I don't want to risk losing a bodyguard at this stage, even if Even if it's more likely the elf dies, I don't want to risk the body. I don't want to risk a bodyguard. Having to rebuy a bodyguard is not fun. Second dub skull. Whatever you did to Nuffle, you should just apologise. Okay. Really want to get some space this turn. Oh look, Quincy! Let me sit around. Look, an ogre doing what they're told. Crazy. This has not gone as I hoped it would. Wanted to blitz that guy. Okay, not a complete cage, and something based cage, but as there's only 7 active elves, and some of them, quite a few of them are going to make dodge rolls for any one reroll, feels like a lot of dice to get a dice on the ball. It feels like it's probably okay. There's also a line of logic here, which I know Andy Davo has talked about a few times on his streams, where it's actually worth scoring early in your first couple of league games, because it gives you more opportunity to score again and you start player points. That definitely can be the case against the dwarf. Some dwarf coaches, their best tactic is just to wait for your opponents to make a mistake or have some bad dice. Equally, if you can do a good play and get around the dwarfs, they're kind of buggered. When a few seasons ago I played lizards, and I had Lizards on the ladder, and I think I had like 8 dwarf games in my first 16 games. I think I went 5-2-1 in those, because once I got past them, they didn't have a plan B. Plan B was hope plan A works. But obviously you need to play a team that can fight them in that way. So if you're playing if you're playing a team that's also slow, then it's hard to stress them. Orcs. I mean, orcs don't have a horrendous match against dwarfs, but I mean, if you're enough money down that you needed to buy a wizard, a chainsaw, it's probably not a good thing. That's skills they've got. Yeah, if you can make dwarfs move, they're in trouble. But it's stopping them from being able to just sit in their block and be happy. You've got to force them to move. Orcs can do it. Also, orcs can run in with the strength 4 players and equally once the game breaks down. Oh, that's a turnover, because we will not wrestle this one. We wrestled the first one. We'll not wrestle that one, because that does end the turn and they still have players to move. It is doable. It just sucks. I mean, I'm never someone who's going to defend dwarfs, because I absolutely hate playing against dwarfs. But there are some situations where I think they do get some unfair. Sometimes you've got to not get frustrated that you're playing dwarfs, and hope that allows you to do some plays and things. Well, the dice this turn haven't been particularly great. Could have done with like knocking down the war dance or something. There's definitely dice on the board if they roll if Electric's Man rolls well enough. This is where I think it shows. I think you do want to start with a couple of catchers, or one catcher, just so you have that one extra dodge player to go around and support. It just takes the pressure off your re-rolls getting used up by failed dodge rolls. The hardest thing, I mean, obviously, you guys have been watching. I've been playing a lot of one reroll Wood Elves, and it really changes how you look at the game. Because obviously, only having one reroll, having no backup plan for the whole half, really means you have to think about what plan out every move and think about failure states. Okay, gets the just a push. We will fend. I am offended. You're at the stage where you might as well go for it because you've got no rerolls anyway, and you're either going to concede or it works. Should leap to there on a free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we're going to just take a couple of punches and we're going to score, and we're going to try and get that second touchdown this half if we can. Can we make this 3 dice? Yeah. Here we are, power fishing. Rolling it. That's the last safe block we have. So let's get Dark Pointer Pony in there for the touchdown. KO doesn't come back, so it is 8 Woodies. Just trying to stop the quick score and push forward. Try and get a second touchdown. I say early touchdowns, even if it costs you like a result or two, are potentially worth it just to get your team skilled up for later in the season. Did Electric Vision say he was? Didn't Electric Vision say he was back today? Could be wrong. Solid defense. 4 players. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put pressure on the ball. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And off run. him there, blitz, run, send some elves through. That could work. A lot of dice, but it could work. Shouldn't you have fortified the other direction? I kind of thought that. So I think this is strong enough personally. Also, the blitzer is here, so if he comes, if Electric Man comes this way, the blitzer, who's the most important player to try and stop this, can get over. Along with this guy, they can get over fairly easily. But also, this puts the pressure on that. If this is a failed pickup, well, we can now go and pressure the ball. It also means that because there's only 8 elves, is the other thought process. They just camp up here. We can now get round and put pressure on the cage quite early. But that's kind of the thought process. Because the ball had gone this way, the handoff to him would be quite,
We don't worship
it's a 50-50 chance it works.
We worship Acorn.
Albert Palmer 1981 just followed.
Albert Palmer, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the Nutters. I'm assuming you are a Blood Bowl fan, and if so, what's your favourite Blood Bowl team? No, he's not going for the quick score by the looks of it, which is fine. You probably want to bring this guy over and maybe look at like blitzing him and then falling back so you can have this is mostly screened off. I think Electric Man forgot about Bend, so I think he thought this guy would come forward, be 2 dice here, he'd come forward, be 2 dice there, which obviously doesn't work because Nobility are really annoying. Looked where he was. Now there's we need someone here now. Ooh, there's just a dice on the ball. The wrestle. I think we can say no. Oh, bad dog. Yeah, when this guy was here, we couldn't just hit the ball. It would have been a 4-up dodge. We immediately get a 1D pow. Okay. Oh, and an armor break. Good. The removal. Blood Bowl is a fair and balanced game. Blood Bowl is a fair and balanced game. Yeah, that was rough. Oh, double skull. Last reroll gone, which isn't good because. Oh. Right, we're going to do a little bit of a risky play. We're going to try this. Of course it works. Oh, I'm sorry, Electric Man, if you're still listening. This has been rough. But yeah, that liner moving back one gave me the dice on the ball. If the liner stays where he was, it's a 4-up dodge, and I'm not risking that. in the War Dance and Blitz, which does make sense. Can you blitz from this angle? I think you might actually. Is that better? At which point you didn't need to base him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. And then hope the ball bounces this way and a liner can come and pick it up, maybe. It's all rubbish. All the scatters are bad. Of course, we get a POW. Electric Man gets a skull. Into a badly hurt. Oh man. At least it's badly hurt. I'm sorry, Electric Man. This has been rough. Oh, Jesus. We lost a sub today. Sorry, Electrics Man. It feels worse doing so when you actually know. Sorry. At least it's a... You expect your Linus to die at least. Is it all Linos that got the kills? There's one kill on Lino. Oh, he got a kill. Okay. Oh yeah, of course, you scold yourself on him. So, Daft Pointy Pony's about to get a level. There's potentially only 7 L's for the second half. Maybe 5. And that's failed, I think, yep. Maybe 4. I mean, triple skulls never happen, right? One KO comes back. There's the War Dance release, but that does only leave 5 players. Oh, wow. Stop it, game. So 6 elves now. Next round, if you want to tip, I think your war dancer needs to be doing all your blitzing. It needs to be at the front. You can run the ball on a lino. Someone has no shame. I do have no shame. That is true. Yeah, I would have your war dancer doing all your blitzing at the front. I would limit your blitzes I would limit how much contact you're making as much as possible. Blitz, run away, and just run the ball on a liner. You're still agility 4 up. You're still agility 4 in old money. Agility 2 up. They're pretty good ball carriers. Yeah, it was 14, wasn't it? Oh. Oh. I know. So far, it is pretty badly hurts, at least. Oh, what did you do to Nuffle, Electrics Man? What did you do to Nuffle? So yeah, so Van them out. This guy comes back to protect the ball. You blitz this guy. Bring the War Dancer back. He picks up the ball. Yeah, there we go. Probably over 2 more, but it's fine. War Dancer blitzes him. Then backs off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He comes down to protect him. And then he picks up the ball and hides over here. Oh, wow. And then he dodges off after he's done all that. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. 5, 6, 7, 8. Dodge off, pick up, he picks up the ball. He comes down here. You dodge off. Cool, got the ball. The ball is safe, that's good. I'd like to see the War Dancer blitz. I've probably done the blitz before that, that's fine. Just because the blitz is a safer action. War Dancer, punch him, run back. So this guy comes over here, you then got your screen. He blitzes him, so this guy's not in base contact with anyone anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And hides behind there. And then you see to hit and run every turn. Just find someone to punch back off. Yep. Cool, cool. Does leave him a little exposed, but well done, bad dog. I should have said that before I saw the dice, to be fair. Okay. Just putting the squeeze on, making the L shape so that I'm trying to stop them coming this way so that you end up kind of forcing them to come this way so they end up in a smaller space. And then just try squeeze. Especially with 1 reroll now. Looks like this is going to be the blitz. Interesting if the... I guess try and make the cage. That's actually, that's not terrible actually. The ball comes here, you blitz with the war dancer, hope you need a POW. And then he comes back here and completes the cage, and then you bring him over here afterwards. Yeah. I mean, when you're down to 5 players, you have to make some compromises on your offense. This feels like that compromise. Gets the POW. We will stand firm. Actually, I probably shouldn't have stood firm there. Actually, I probably should have backed off because then I could have gone either way. Yeah, that's probably a bad stand firm. Then it means I don't have to. I don't have to go here. I can go there or there. And potentially be a bit more useful. Here's where the stand firm squeeze comes in, though. We go a bit all mans because, well, we have spare players, basically. Well done, bad dog. Well done, bad dog. Rules based. GG. We'll bring the blitzer back just in case. I mean, this is not the hardest solve. You got some 2-up dodges to get out, but they're going backwards, not forwards. Oh, that was the second dodge. Snakes it. Oh, God, that's so... I'm sorry, Electrics, man. This has been rough, buddy. This has been so rough. Yeah, that just sucks because I mean it's a tight spot anyway. But to fail one of your dodges when it's a 2+ and cost yourself your last reroll, that is it is rough. There's no other way of describing it than just it's rough. I'm even power the war dancer. He's really killing. Grab the pickup, put the reroll in. Oh, wow.
All right. We'll call it a draw.
I'm sorry, Electrics, man. This sucks. Look, your dancing chickens are still happy. I can't do it today because I say I do need to. After this game, I need to go. But if you, honest for you. I'm not kicking it in the heart. I'm not. I'm not being that horrible to Electrics, man, Army Dave. Electric, I would say I can't do it today, but if you do want to do a bit of like a replay analysis, I'm more than happy to go over some things to look at to maybe do it a bit differently next time. Because there's definitely a couple of things. There's definitely a couple of small things I think can make a big difference. So anyone's watching, got some channel points they want to spend? There is a current sale on positionals because I need some positional lists and names. You know my games. I don't mean like bad. There's just a couple of small things like there's a couple of players you picked up which just allow them to get punch again, and just have a look at your. I think the main thing is turn ordering. Like a lot of what you do is great. But the turn ordering just means that when something goes wrong, or you can't then exploit something properly, it just leaves you a little bit short. Like for instance, like on there, I probably would have gone with the war dancer first, made the blitz, and then because that's basically your safest action. Oh, come on, dice. I mean, these dice aren't helping the fact that you've just failed. You failed the first action on 3 turns in a row. If you want, it's definitely something we can go over and have a look. Try and work out a day that works for you. What? No reason not to at this stage. Yeah, potentially. I mean, obviously, a lot of more experienced coaches are playing weaker teams. A couple aren't. But I definitely think there is a case where some of them definitely could be. Like JLo's playing goblins, which means I'm not taking it. We've had too many. It's like our third solid defense. JLo's playing goblins, and obviously goblins have the ability just to get deleted, or just go wrong, and there's nothing the coach running them's done anything wrong. It just goes wrong because it's goblins. Obviously, there is another world here where my nobility There's another world here where my Sideline looks like this, and Electric's Man looks like this, because I am a low armor team, relatively low armor team, not as low armor as there. It has been solid defense basically every time, yes. So yeah, there is definitely another world where this happens to me and then I'm in trouble. But my arm is held up, and I'll be really interested to see some of the stats after this game. I think they'll be very interesting. But like low TV Blood Bowl's relatively swingy anyway. So it's not surprising you get some crazy results. The line has to make a dodge or. I mean, any game when you're down to 5 players is tough. If your opponent's got max, it doesn't matter what team this is. there could be 2 war dancers and 2 maxed out war dancers here, and this would still be a tough game. Especially we can just put the pressure on it. It's not like we're doing anything particularly amazing. We're just putting the pressure on because we're players up. And then it's helped Electric's man and just failed every dice roll he's had to make. The ogre's been very well behaved as well, which has not helped. I think there has been. I think you've had some really bad dice rolls, which has just made everything a lot worse. It feels like you failed a lot of dodges. We'll have a look at the stats afterwards, but it feels like you've had the rough end of the stick. If I'm honest, Electric Man. On top of, I think I've had very good armor rolls as well. Yeah. So this is what I was saying about I wouldn't have got this guy up until you've done this block, or potentially even have done the dodge out, dodge in. So dodge it, hit in, blitz for 1 dice, and then dodge through. And then you look at getting this guy up, because then it's a 2-up dodge, not doesn't just get him stuck here on the ball, on the ogre even, not on the ball. What a dice! Messed this up. Oh, I really missed that, but I thought that was 2 dice. That's not 2 dice. Oops. Come on, Dark Pointy Pony, we need you to do something. Okay. Well, that's what you expect a bit more from elves. Just not dying. He says the one elf has his arm broken immediately. There's no point going there. Can they just? No, it's a 4. Yes. Okay. No, you didn't even need him to mark. That's the thing. You could have just dodged out, punched. It's a risky blitz dodge there for the war dancer, but he ends up over here. That guy could then, the ball carrier then has to go through next. Probably hands off to the war dancer at that point, and that guy comes through to screen. Hey, you're either ways. How you doing? So that's what I mean. Like, there's little things like that. It's just the ordering, but by that guy standing up, he's now stuck there, and I get a free punch. Now, when you're 10 players to 5, you can do that. You can go, yeah, he'll just stand there and take a punch, because that's one of you're taking up one of my actions. I've now got less players to do anything with. When you've got 5 players, it's a little risky, but you have to make sure every single player is doing something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this all sucks. There's a 1D block here, I guess. But the issue is stand firm. So even if you get the knockdown, it's still a 4+, 2+ dodge out. This is where you kind of need to do probably just click ball, click elf, click elf, click end zone, and just see what happens. And if you do elf bullshit, you do elf bullshit. You're not scoring anyway, so there's actually no point risking. Unless you put a point on to risk it. Just look for the softest target to punch then. Try and get some star player points, I guess. I'm sorry, Electrics man. This has been rough. I've never said that a few times, but it has been so rough. See? Click elf, click end zone. Yeah, early Wood Elves is rough until they get some dodge. It's really rough. It's why I prefer the start with the catchers. Try to miss. Wrestle's a good skill. Oh no, he's not standing. Oh, that's not the right player. Shit, that's the wrong player. I don't want you to have the ball. I wanted him to have the ball. Oh, you can't score anyway. Okay. They are strength 2. The catchers are strength 2, but I like them for the dodge and the speed. I think they're I don't like too many of them, but I think a couple's really good early on because it gives you that extra dodge. And when you've got that extra dodge, you can do what elves do. And they're just there to run around and support and screen. What about MVP? So you just get dodge. There's... Right, yeah. Later, send me a message about when you are free, and we will have a little we'll have a little look through the game. Attack was fine. Shadowing. Ugh, you're fine. We'll have a look through the game, see what we can just see little things to tidy up. And yeah, good game. So I'm so sorry that got as bad as it did. But there we go. Okay, YouTube. That's match day 1 for the league. We are now top of the league because we're the only people to have played. So stop the count. I'm not looking forward to playing this team. Oh, interesting build actually. Man, that's a lot of cash. Wow. What are you doing? Got a bad feeling what you're doing, AJ. But okay, yeah, come back next time YouTube for match day 2. Till then, have a good day.